What's up, guys? Today we got a KTM 390 Duke 2024 model, 3rd gen, and got a pretty cool little mod to do today. Haven't seen many of these videos on YouTube about doing a new slip-on, so let's get into it. Alright guys, we got the IXIL RC slip-on exhaust. Pretty sweet little deal. It's got really great welds on it. I was actually impressed that it has a actual carbon fiber tip, ring right here on the muffler, pretty much just straight through your normal little can. This is what I was actually interested about. So it is a wild kind of design where this actually goes onto your pipe on the motorcycle, and I was like wondering about why it deadheads right here. And after looking into the pipe, you might be able to see down in there that it actually curves down in there and is another baffle. Maybe that's for sound, I'm not too sure, but hey, engineers might know more than me. On the slip-on side, I noticed another baffle right here. Maybe we'll leave it in, maybe we won't. We'll have to see how loud it is and what it sounds like. So let's get into the tools you might need. All right, for the tools that I can see that we're gonna need, I got a 1/4-inch ratchet, 12X extension with a 12mm little wiggler head. That'll be good for your pipe bolts at your manifold. 12X extension with an 8mm wiggler. That's going to be to help get the muffler off. On the new hardware for the slip-on exhaust, little cheapo Allen metric kit. 3/8 ratchet. I got a 12mm wiggler for a 3/8, and I got a 1/2 inch. For some reason, there's a 1/2 inch bolt that I found. Don't know why. And then a 14mm socket. And as right now, I believe that's all we're gonna need. All right, well, forgot one tool. Need a 7/8 wrench. So we gotta knock these O2 sensors out. You got two 12mm nuts up there holding the pipe onto the head. And then I believe this is gonna be a 12mm also bang clamp to get this header pipe off. So let's knock that out. Alright, now we're going to take this monstrous side exit factory muffler off. There's a few bolts, not too many. You're going to have a 8mm kind of tucked down in here above the center of your swing arm. Gotta knock that out. We got two 12mm, one right here, one on the other side, and I believe we got one down here. So let's go ahead and knock that out, get that out of the way. Whoop. Wasn't expecting that too much, but there's the quite large factory muffler. That it's kind of wild how it goes all the way up in here, swing arm. This thing probably weighs 10 pounds or a little bit more. Be kind of nice to lose the weight. I'm gonna pull this gasket out of here. Try to save it. Yeah, don't look too bad. So sling that out of the way, and then let's get into putting a nice little slip-on on. All right, now let's get to the noisy side of things. We got our pipe all loosely mounted up where we can still jiggle it around a little bit. And now it's to get the hardware set up to mount this can, it actually has a bracket come with the kit where you're gonna take your pin off of your passenger peg and replace it with a bolt. So one other tool that I didn't realize is we're gonna need some needle nose. So we got a little carter pin up under to take off, so we're gonna knock this out. We got this little bracket right here, and this bracket we're gonna install here in a second. So let's get this knocked out and then we'll start getting this can hooked up. Now for our muffler bracket, why this base is gonna go on here is you got this little mounting bracket right here. It's got a little bit of slides, if you can kind of see from there, where you can move this up and down. It gives you new hardware for this. You got two little Allen bolts, two washers, and then two crown washers to lock them on. Just make sure you put your crown washers on first. And your just regular old washer kind of helps it not back out. And then we're gonna have this mounted up right here. As you can see, same thing with everything else, just kind of hand tight. About like slow. That thing will move up and down in case we need to adjust it. Let's throw this thing on here and finally kind of get an idea of what we're going to be looking like. So that's pretty much what we're going to be looking like once you get this mounted up. It comes with another Allen head, little short Allen head and nut. Just stick that in there. And then your springs, that comes with a little handle. We'll get that. All right, now we're going to get the pipes loosely mounted up. We don't want to tighten anything up because once we get everything mocked up in place, you know, it's liable to move here and there. So all we need to do is basically take our stock pipe. They do make a catless pipe for this, but considering the fact that no one has came out with a flash for that, I'm just gonna keep running the stock cat until I can get it tuned for that. We did kind of go ahead and say, you know, we don't need a secondary cat. Chop that baby off a little bit more free flow. So if you get this same exhaust, it's probably not gonna be as loud as what we get here when we get this put together, but hey, why not? On this pipe, I kind of got this together. I looked at it. It's basically gonna sit in there kind of like this. It comes with this band clamp. I like everything to look clean, so you can kind of see you got your nut down here to tighten everything up. Since it's basically gonna be sitting here like this, I want this clamp where you don't see none of that hardware. So if you put it basically like that right there when you put it on, it's gonna be up underneath and it's just gonna be a real nice clean look. So let's get this thrown on there and have it. So. All right, now, since we got the entire exhaust system out of the way, we're going to mount our header pipe loosely back up. That way, once it's kind of in place, it'll help us get the new mid pipe in place and start mocking it up and getting this thing knocked out. So let's get this pipe on there, and then we'll start talking about how the new system mounts up. And all right, now that we got our mounting brackets all hooked up, all finger tight, what we're gonna do now is start from the front, work our way back, tightening everything up, getting it snug, getting it in place. Might have to finagle a little bit, get everything to fit just right, and then you'll basically come through and one more time and tighten everything up by hand, real nice and snug for the final torque, which I've already kind of went through and saved some time and went ahead and done all that. Now we're to, we got our can on here, and the kit comes with our little retaining springs and a pretty handy little tool if you don't have one. It's kind of handy to have. I'm going to use this since it came with a kit to see if it's worth it anything. Basically all it is, these little springs. You're going to come right here on this hook, grab it with your little tool, and you're just going to, they're pretty tough. You're just going to come up, pull, latch it on there. Good to go. Same thing on the bottom. Come up, pull, get it on there, and that baby is ready to go. So right now, moment of truth. Let's see how she sounds. It's definitely pretty loud. I don't think I'm going to be changing the baffle out. It sounds 10 times better than stock for sure. But for tonight, we're going to leave it like this. We might get her out tomorrow, make a new little video outside in the open, not enclosed in here, echoing. And maybe we'll get our handy dandy cameraman. Say hey, cameraman. What's up?
What's up, y'all?
So that's my main man. Got him on the Cookie Monster bike over here. Learn how to ride. So maybe we'll do a ride tomorrow, see how she sounds. Other than that, peace. Take it easy.